everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy Halloween. I am super excited. It's Halloween when you're watching this, which means tomorrow's Halloween, and I'm super excited. But I'm on the vlogging on the main channel because I have a lot to tell you guys, and I don't know what the following week will hold as far as vlogging. Well, I mean, not the following week, the week. Anyway, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeri-Ann. I'm crazy. Not really. Hi. This is how I've described myself lately. Hi, I'm Jeri-Ann. I am a 51-year-old cis hetero female, married, infertile, type 2 diabetic, with stage 4 renal carcinoma that's metastasized into my bones. That's not how I describe myself. I feel like when I tell my story 1,000 times, I'm like, yeah, here's how it goes. And I want to just be like, make one video and just be like, here's the link to my what day in my life. Go for it. I need to have some coffee this morning. It's been a rough yesterday. So good morning, and let's have some coffee together. On my vlog channel, I sometimes do Sunday sit and sip, which sometimes I remember to record it on Saturday. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes Sunday sit and sip turns into Monday sit and sip. But since today's Halloween, I wanted to grab my Happy Halloweeny cup, which was a beautiful gift. Thank you. Oh. So, how are you doing? I will tell you that now that I've talked to just about everybody in my family and friends, and I've said to them, so how you doing? And they'll be like, I'm okay. And I'll be like, no, listen. I heard that your little sister has got stage 4 cancer, so how are you doing? And I want to ask you guys the same thing. How are you doing? I hope that I'm a person who motivates you and inspires you and gives you some joy in your life. And how are you doing knowing that I know that I won't be here forever, I guess, if that makes any sense. I feel like some people have like checked out, and I don't mean checked out because they can't handle cancer. It's more like the people have checked out because they can't bear to see one more person go. And I understand that. I 100% understand that, but I wanted to let you know that I have no intentions of going anywhere, and I have way more crafts to teach you. Like, if I don't get the 2-tier tray out of my brain and done, you know what I mean? It's really driving me crazy. But I know yet another 2-tier tray that we have not seen yet on YouTube. Jeri, how is that possible? Oh, it is. Just wait till you see. Anyway, I am crazy, but yes, I am here. I really wanted to check in to see how you're doing. Before I get into all the medical update stuff, I just wanted to see how you're doing. I tell you a couple of like weird things that are happening. I have a newly formed dry skin on the sides of my noses and on my eyelids, which is like brand new. Never in my whole life. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I have gotten a dry patch on my eyelid before, and just usually from allergies, but this whole thing happening, my waddle, what's happening? My feet look discolored, but they're not. It's weird. I have total sensation, feel, movement. They're warm. I don't know. They just look the different color than my shins. You know what they look like? When you get like a new pair of blue jeans, or back in the day when we used to get a new pair of blue jeans that weren't like pre-washed, and you would take them off like that first day where your whole legs were turned like navy blue. That's kind of what it reminds me of, but I didn't have new clothes on, so I don't know. But you know, I'm monitoring it. Gotta tell a doctor everything and then monitor it. But anyway, so that's how I'm doing. But I wanted to just jump on here because I'll let you know what's going on. This week is kind of busy with medical appointments. I have a follow-up to my port placement. As I mentioned, today when you're watching this, it's Halloween. Monday, I have 65,000 phone calls to make. Tuesday, my sister comes back. I'm so excited about. And then we'll just get like settled and prepared for the week. Because Wednesday, I have a follow-up with the port surgeon. And I have getting the shot, starting the shot regimen in my eyes again. Then Thursday, I have to go to the radiation center to get the molds made for my shoulders and knee. The molds that they'll do the radiation with, apparently they make these kind of casts so they can like localize specifically where they want the radiation to go. Right now, currently, as of today, Friday doesn't have anything on the schedule, but I won't rule anything out. Of course, then the weekend is the weekend. And then starting next week, I found out yesterday that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have surgery. The doctor hasn't even seen my films. He just looked at my records. He is an orthopedic oncologist who apparently does this specific thing. She being the nurse that I spoke to, said he only meets patients on Wednesday because he does surgery. Well, he only meets adult patients on Wednesday. He meets children patients on Monday, does surgery for them on Tuesday, meets adult patients on Wednesday, does surgery for them on Thursdays, and then Fridays is all his follow-ups and all those things, whatever. So she was trying to get me to push all of my appointments on the 3rd and the 4th, and I just was like, I don't see how I can do that. I really need to start my eye regimen. I'm already a couple of months behind of when I did it last year. And my eyes not good. So I have to move my infusion because it was scheduled for the 11th and now I'm having surgery on the 11th. I was talking to the lady yesterday and she apologized that she wasn't in the office, like the main office. She was in another office and she was working out of another office, and she called me and we got disconnected, and then I tried to call that number back that she called me from and it said it didn't receive phone calls. It was just an outgoing number, and she never called me back. So I called the other number that she had given me, and it was for the first office where she wasn't. So hopefully that they'll get back to me Monday, because she had started by saying that the doctor spoke to my oncologist, my medical oncologist, and said that they wanted me to hold my chemotherapy medication for the surgery, and then we got disconnected. She said, but he'll tell you more, and then we got disconnected, actually, is what happened. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Susan for this beautiful blanket. It's so cozy and warm and soft. Soft. I thought it was appropriate, black and white, for Halloween. So I want to say thank you, Susan. But anyway, yeah. So I'm having surgery. What they're gonna do, he don't know, and I don't know. Is it overnight? He don't know, and I don't know. But they're in St. Louis University, which is in sort of like the north side of the county. Aunt Sue kind of lives in South County. So they kind of live on opposite sides of the county. So are we going to stay at Aunt Sue's? I don't know. Are we going to stay by the hospital? I don't know. Because it really does depend on the procedure. Aunt Sue is not a early morning person. But that's okay. She's retired and she doesn't need to be an early morning person. But I hate the thought of having to wake her up at like 6 o'clock because I have to be at the hospital at 7 or something. So there's a whole lot of stuff to still figure out. But for right now, that's where I am. So if you don't watch the vlog channel, what you may have missed was I met with the orthopedist that was recommended by the radiologist. It's not the radiologist, he's the radiation oncologist. I don't know why I keep doing that. He couldn't get a hold of all of my films and stuff in the office where he met me, but I was like, that's okay, I've seen everything. But he also took new x-rays to see about this fracture. Well, it turns out that either the fracture has healed or there was no fracture to begin with. He says it looks like it may have been just edema, but I don't know that that's true because it showed up on both the x-ray and the MRI and the bone scan. So if it was just edema, I don't know that it would have shown up at all the places. But it's possible that it is healed up some because it's really not noticeable on the new x-ray. So he was saying, and what I guess makes sense, is that this type of tumor would probably most likely crack the femur cross. The big concern he had was the tumor that's up by my hip. That really hasn't been addressed. And the size of the tumor on my knee leaves more of a ratio of percentage of bone that's not tumor than the one on my up there on my thigh, because I'm pointing up there but my thigh's down here. I don't know what I'm doing. On the x-ray it was up there because the bone is so much thinner up there and the bone is weaker in general up there. So I don't know if you've ever broken your thigh bone. I think you kind of know what I'm talking about. It is a real thick bone, but compared to the bottom of your femur, that looks like this, it takes up the tumor. There's a tumor that takes up more of the bone up there than takes up the bone down there. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. So he's really more concerned about the hip. He watched me walk on the rollator and he was like, nope, you're bearing way too much weight on that leg for my comfort. He said, have your husband push you, which devastated me. I just have getting my independence back and felt like I got the rug pulled out from under me. I can sit and roll. I can stand for a few seconds as long as I don't bear any weight on that. Just bear the weight on the left leg. So I am able to ambulate from the chair to the commode to the bathroom to the, But anyway, so now he recommended I see the orthopedic oncologist, and that's what we're doing. So that's what's on the schedule for now. That's what's on the books for now. I have had some beautiful offers extended to me to help me with my comments. If you haven't seen that, I have been so apologetic because I cannot read my comments. The way my eyes have deteriorated is making it even like super impossible with the magnifying glass, and the YouTube studios and the YouTube apps won't allow the iPhone to do like the speak text, which I think it's just the way that the words are coded. So like HTML, I think, is part of it, where if you can hold on some of the words and articles in some of the websites, it'll like do select all and then you can have it speak it. It will not do that on YouTube Studio and on YouTube, the app. So I can't even have the comments being read to me. So Jim has been so busy being my caretaker since my sister went away that even he doesn't have time to really delve into helping me. So I've had amazing people reach out to me and offer to help read them to me or read them for me, and bring any concerns or questions to me. So thank you if you have been one of those people who've reached out to me. I am so blessed and grateful to have you in my life, and I really do appreciate it. I don't know exactly what path we're going to take just yet, because I just have so many offers that I don't really know what we're going to do yet. The other, I guess, channel update is I've also had people, I was gifted to do a craft here just so I could feel like I'm crafting again. And unfortunately, I didn't get to do it yet because I just haven't been feeling good. But it was a beautiful gesture by Ann to, she gave me a Halloween challenge to put together this stuff for Halloween, and tomorrow's Halloween and I didn't get to it. But I am so grateful and I appreciate it so much. I do have other ideas that I could probably do, you know, because once you see an item, sometimes 1,000 ideas pop in your head. But Anne, trust me from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful that I'm so grateful that you thought of me for this, and I am really sorry if I disappointed you that I haven't been able to get to it. But I really am truly thankful. What am I forgetting? Is there anything I'm forgetting? Channel updates. I have asked, as far as this channel is concerned, if like I could possibly have help doing cooking videos. I have a lot of different recipes that I haven't shared with you guys yet. And I'm not trying to make it seem like final, like I want to do all this before I go kind of thing, but I want to be able to share it with you. It's some of the content that brought many of you here. A lot of you came for crafts, some of you came for organizing, some of you came for cooking, some of you came because you also live with limitations. I want to be able to give that to you. Now, living with limitations does come with this medical hiccup stuff, but so does life. Crafters have medical hiccup issues, and cancer can creep up on anybody at any time. So I want to get back to much as my life while the treatment's going on, so that I can show you that if it happens to you, you can do what you can when you can. Do what you think you can't do. Do what you can when you can. Rest when you need to, but work when you feel like you want to, or not when you want to, because I want to all the time, but oh, that was the wrong thing. Let me come up with a good one though. Rest when you need to. Do when you can. Do what you can when you can. Maybe, I don't know. It's got to be a good one. We'll have to come up with a good one. But it is really important to listen to your bodies, as I'm listening to mine. It is super tired all the time, but I do still make myself wake up in the morning, take my medicine on time. If I need to go back to sleep, I will. I think a big fear is being sunk into depression. However, I'm not depressed. It's so weird. I think the biggest sadnesses that I get, or things that upset me the most, are like the thought of not having the time with my family that I wanted, and having basically my sadness would be for my families. But I'm not even there yet. So, but thank you. I wanted to thank everybody for reaching out to me and giving me their love and support, whether it's here or on Instagram or on Facebook or Twitter universe or Snapchat. I've even had people reach me out on TikTok. That I'm really very grateful for everything that you guys have done for me and my family, and the support that you've given to me and my family. I really am so blessed to have you all in my life. And if nobody's told you yet, this is a new thing that I've started doing on my vlog channel, because I think it's very important that you are loved. Please, please know that I love you. Now, it may sound corny, it may sound cheesy, and it may sound like a bunch of BS, but the truth is, I have love for humanity, even the ones that piss me off. But I just have the love for humanity that Jesus has put in my heart. I do love each and every one of you. That's why I don't care if the person standing on the corner for 8 hours gets into a Cadillac. And I don't care if the person who goes at the welfare line really goes on the welfare line in fraudulently. I don't care. I don't care, because whatever they feel like they need to do to survive and get by, I'm okay with that. Because people hustle differently. And we'll never know what adversities a person has been put in front of them. Like, I'm not trying to get on my political soapbox, but we just never know. You know, it's people who say, it's just go get a job. It's so easy, but there are biases out there. There are biases out there, and I know, because I am not predetermined. Ugh, cancer brain. I am prejudged, I guess it's the best way to say, by my appearance as much as anyone else. I am prejudged by my appearance, and I always have been. So I understand that it's not that easy to just walk into any job and get a job. I know. I lived here. I lived here from New York with a huge brain, a ton of experience, and mega talented, and I couldn't get a job that I could do that would save my life. Like, it really was like the 3 jobs that I did get, one I couldn't do, and the other 2 were like, hi, these are going to cost you money to work at these places. And you're like, no, that's not how jobs work. So I understand more than anybody that it's not that easy to just walk in and get a job. Plus, if you have children, then it's like you're working for more money than you're paying your babysitter, or less money than you're paying your babysitter. And what's that point all about? So I'm just saying, like, that's why I love everybody. I love everybody. Do I care that people have hate in their hearts? 100%. Do I wish that the hate would change? 100%. But I know getting mad at them is not going to change the hate in their heart. You have to show them what true love is all about. When they spout that they're doing it in God's name or for Jesus's name, you have to show them what Jesus' true intentions were, is to love everybody. Now, that doesn't mean become a doormat, but truly, truly just show them that they're loved despite all of what they think might be our flaws. That's all. And that's why I love you, and I want you to know that. And my love is unconditional. However, I'm really, truly grateful. And I don't love you more because you come here every day, but I'm so grateful that you come here every day. And I love you whether you do or not. So if this is the first video you've seen in a few years, welcome back. If this is the first video you've ever seen, welcome. If this is the last video you'll ever watch, it was so good to have you in part of the family for a while. But just know that take my love with you, okay? All right. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. I will see you next time. Bye. Bye. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Ooh. Bye.